believe that Mint Mobile can be good at just $15 a month.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hi.
How's it going?
Hello.
All right, let's bump that up. Did you like that Mint Mobile ad, Andy? Because I thought that was pretty solid.
Mint Mobile.
I got it out of there real quick. Almost just ended the stream. That would have been awkward.
And it's over.
Stop it. Okay,
All
cool.
right. Well,
Okay, we'll wait for everyone to trickle in here and see how that goes.
of viewers nationwide.
How's everything sound on your end, Andy?
Hi, Andy. How do I sound?
Thank you for tuning in, by the way.
Good old Andy. Can always count on him. Thanks, Andy. I love you.
And he's gone.
And he's gone.
All right. Well, yep. Love that. Hi, boys. You sound good. Bonnie is
Yay.
watching. Yay. We do. Oh, cool. Look at that. Oh, yeah. We can share that shit up. Yep.
Share shit up on what?
Everyone share. Share.
Share it up.
Andy, you got to start doing live shows and shit.
Hello.
Hello, person from Twitch. I wonder if I can... Oh, I don't have my thing. Man, wouldn't it be crazy?
Subterranean.
Subterranean. Hello! We're going to be recording our show soon. It's Tara. Oh, what's up, Tara?
Tara.
You know what's happening is our viewer count is just not...
Oh, yeah. There's
Yeah.
probably 3 million, and we just see
Yeah.
2. That's fine.
There's way more than that.
Yep.
You don't want to hear Reliterated live. I edit out a lot of awkward pauses and noises. Man, we got the whole fucking crew here. Okay, so our chat is just wrecked right now for whatever reason. So, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Hi, Tara.
Tara
Rising.
You know, Andy, if I edited this show, one, I'm way too lazy for that, to edit out any awkward pauses, and we just try to fill it. Like, the second there's that brief, like, if it goes past like 3 seconds, one of us picks up on it real quick, and
We don't need to edit the show. We sound perfect.
yeah, it's always just amazing all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh fuck. All
Go
right.
ahead and
Oh
silence
no.
your-
Yep. It's already
Silence your cell phones.
it's already starting.
Move them away from electrical devices.
Okay. I just need it for sound bites later. Okay. Do you want me to nail down the intro for this week's show?
I got the outline right here.
I'm sure everyone loves hearing that, Mark.
Oh. All right.
That's that ASMR stuff that everyone gets into. Okay, you want me to do this week's intro or stop?
Okay,
Stop
I'm sorry.
it right now.
I'm freaking jacked right now, dude. We're live. Matty Ice and Marky Mark podcast. You got to get hyped, bro.
The set is missing Loftwing Amiibo. Yeah, Ryan, you fucking bought them all. I couldn't get any. So if you got an extra one, hook me up. You guys have the experience to cover for Silences. We're still a super young podcast. No, yeah. You guys got it. I didn't hear... You guys should do a live show. It actually helps with it a lot. But I feel like now we're going to have just a bunch of awkward pauses in this one. So we'll see how it
you're
goes.
awkwardly pausing now.
Yeah.
Let's get the show on the road.
All right. Is everyone ready to hear some prolific shit right now? Are you guys ready?
Prolific shit.
All right. You want me to do the intro or you got it?
Whatever you want, bud. It's your show.
My name's first, but it doesn't mean I'm the best.
It's your show. Matty Ice Show.
Welcome, everybody, to the Matty Ice Show.
All right. I got the intro.
Okay. You got it. I did it last week.
I only have my personal one, lol. They have more coming in August. Cool. Because I actually would like a Loftwing
Man.
Amiibo.
Your eyes are amazing.
No, I'm like squinting like a motherfucker right now. All right.
Just so everyone knows, we will catch up with the chat in between segments of the show. So we're not ignoring you. We'll definitely catch up with the chat.
And there's also 3 different chats going, so you may not see everyone talking in here, but we got Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and yeah. So
Napster,
LimeWire, all that type of stuff.
Bear Share.
Is
And
that
also,
like
if you could share this,
is that like a
if you could
homosexual man platform?
yeah.
Bear Share.
If you could share this to every single person you know in the world,
Yeah.
like if your mom's sleeping right now, call her up. Mom, get on
Just
Facebook.
get her on there. If everyone could share, that would be great. We are about to start the show in 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody, to Season 6, Episode 5 of the Matty Ice and Marky Mark podcast. Joining me today, as always, is the man, the myth, the legend, Mark himself.
Wow, that's quite the introduction, Matt.
was
Thank
just-
you very much.
I was just rolling with it.
I like that. All right.
And we're live in front of millions of people, as always. Tune in Mondays if you want to catch the live show. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Mark, how has your week been going?
It was a fun week, actually. It was actually jam-packed full of a lot of things.
You had an event going. I had an event going.
Yeah.
It's weird because they were going on the same day. And
Yeah, right?
And I didn't even know, like, legitimately, I didn't know that you were going to be at that con until, like,
I'm
two
secret.
days after. So
Surprise appearance.
I didn't even know about it. And I was
Well,
kind of like,
I can't just make it like publicly known. You know, there've been lines all over the place. People,
yeah,
stampeding to get in.
thousands trying
But
to
the
get
trick is you
tables
don't
there.
tell anyone, so you get like only like 5 people show up. And see.
Yeah, because I got to be honest. I said it to. Well, are we going to talk about that later? Or you want
Yes.
to talk about it right now?
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Well, let's get into what we've been playing, as always. As you guys know, if you can't tell from a couple of things sitting up here, a new Legend of Zelda game came out. Well, not necessarily new, but they re-released Skyward Sword. It's been something we've talked about quite a bit. I've been really excited for it because I didn't really play much of it on the Wii because motion controls are kind of
Yeah,
Illy.
I never played it on the Wii,
so.
I'm not a big Zelda guy though. Like
Yeah.
you're like Mr. Zelda.
But you're not. Yeah, you're not much of a fan of Mr. Zoldan.
Yeah,
So, I was excited for this one because they finally took away the motion controls. Well, they didn't take them away. You can still use them, but you can play without them, and that's huge. Like, I want to sit my ass on my couch and play video games. I don't want to get up and move my arms around like a madman. That's
the way
just not-
God intended.
yeah, the way God intended, to be lazy.
Yes.
So I got this game yesterday because the weekend has been so crazy. So I was able to sit down last night, play through the intro, and finally get into the game, really. So I made it to the first area below the clouds. Spoiler alert.
There's clouds.
That's the only spoiler I have for you right now. You go below the clouds. It's super cool, man. It doesn't look... I'll be honest here. It doesn't look much different from the Wii one. Like, it definitely looks touched up.
Right.
And they have the...
I remember when they put the like announcement out, I thought it looked like shit.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess when they ported those to the Wii U. You could tell like a significant upgrade.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, this one doesn't really look that much better than it did on the Wii. The Wii one looked pretty decent to begin with, but it's still like it looks like a decent game. You can definitely tell it's aged, but it plays pretty solid. The one thing I will say, so I didn't like the trailers for this game. I didn't think it looked all that hot. I like the cel-shaded graphics, and I didn't notice them when I played it originally, but you can definitely tell it's cel-shaded like that Wind Waker style, like it's almost like watercolors, I guess you could say, and they look really nice and appealing. Everything's very bright and vibrant. The game looks super nice. I mean,
we got to know about the main thing everyone wants to know. How are the controls?
Okay, so here's I'm gonna give a more in-depth thought on this next week when I actually am able to sit down and play it. But no, I've got a lot of info. So as you know, the way that you're gonna play it with the controller is your left stick is gonna move you, obviously, and your right stick is supposed to do your sword movements.
Right.
So you'll move it like left to right to do like a horizontal slash, up to down to do a vertical one. You can go diagonal, or you can like do a few like different combinations, and it'll do like special attacks. The weird thing with that is any game that you've played for the past 20 fucking years now, your right stick moves your camera.
Right.
So the way that they get around that is you hold L and you can move the right stick and it'll move your camera around. Automatically in the options, change your camera speed to very fast, because very fast equals still slower than shit.
Oh,
so
geez.
just make your camera angle very fast because it's a very slow camera. The one thing that when you get into combat with multiple enemies, it gets wild because you can't really move your camera. Like, they want you to use the Z targeting just like they have for every Zelda game that's 3D.
Right.
But the Z targeting doesn't really let you, unless I don't know how to do it, which is very possible, it's really hard to switch in between enemies.
So you haven't played much so
I've
far.
played literally 2 hours of this because I just sat down last night to play it.
Okay.
Because it came out Friday. I have not had time. I had to be up at 5:45 for Record Store Day on Saturday.
Okay. So yeah, it sounded like the controls are shitty.
They're
But you only played a couple hours, so I don't think we can really quite judge it or base it.
2 hour analysis. Controls are not great, and this is a game that you're not gonna, from my opinion right now, you're not gonna be able to pick up, play for a few hours, and come back to in a few days to play. Like, you need to get this controller scheme down to get good at it, or you're gonna lose it.
Okay. All right. So I mean, you haven't played enough for me to say this, but I'm still gonna ask you. Breath of the Wild's still way up here.
Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild's better than
Now, which one is next? This one or Link's Awakening?
like Link's Awakening on. Oh, you're talking
the
about Switch
Switch.
releases?
Yeah.
Link's Awakening for sure. That
Okay.
game's fucking awesome.
So this one's the bottom of the barrel.
So far, and that's like
That
two,
from a 2 hour.
that's 2 hours in.
Okay.
But
All
even
right.
I would
I'm
put-
curious to see how much next week or whatever.
I'd probably put Cadence of Hyrule above Link's Awakening though, and that's an offshoot. But
Well,
I still
yeah.
count that. But no, I and this is all coming off as negative. I actually like this game. I like the premise of it already because I don't remember much of this game. So it's super like early in the Zelda timeline. It's the earliest game in the timeline, and you can definitely tell because everything's very like spiritual or religious in a sense. Like, everything's very much about the goddess and all this stuff. So it's really, really cool.
I want to check it out.
I think I'm going to have a different opinion on it next week when I actually get to sit down and play it.
With Joy-Con controls.
Yeah, I will actually try those.
Yeah, might as well.
I legitimately would try, because I don't hate motion controls with the Switch. ARMS, if anyone's ever played that,
Yeah.
that game controls amazing with motion controls. It's probably one of the best motion controlled games out there, and no one knows about it because it's like the earliest Switch release.
Yeah.
But last thing I want to say, so they have the options menu, right? You can invert your camera, you can change the button layout so you do like motion controlled aiming, or your button layout where you have no motion controls. The one thing you can't do, and you would fucking hate this. So in third person, do you still use an inverted camera stick?
Yes, inverted all the time.
So I do too. You can't invert your flying camera. So like the way that you control your bird, up is up, down is down.
But like that's the whole reason that the only reason people play inverted unless they're like me.
That's the only reason. I think I actually play like I don't know. I got to think now. I got to play and see it. But I play a third person camera different.
Weird.
But you can't, when you're flying, up is up, down is down. I can't do that.
That's nonsense.
I can't, when you fly,
I'll never play
it's like
that
a
game.
fucking airplane. You pull back on the stick to go up, push in to go forward. So the like intro where you have to win a race to get through the intro of the game. So if you can't wrap your head around that, I got it figured out. It's a bitch.
Oh yeah.
It's not easy.
Oh, thanks for letting me know that.
But you may be able to change that. I don't want to say
maybe it's
clearly.
just in the beginning part. Maybe
Yeah.
you're unable to tweak your settings yet.
So I could be wrong, but my experiences so far, the camera, the motion control, like taking it away, is going to take some getting used to. What about you, Mark? What have you been playing?
I have been playing Power Rangers Battle for the Grid on Xbox One. And I've had this game for a while, and I play it all the time. My kid loves it. And we got like the Ryu and the Chun-Li DLC. We have all the DLC. All of the DLC, except for one thing. One tiny little piece of DLC that we don't have. And that is the Pink Ranger costume. It's just like the normal Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pink Ranger costume, like the original. And there's no way to unlock it in-game. And there's no way to go to the store and download it and buy it. And my kid has been freaking out, like he wants it just so he can have all the costumes. It's the one that's eluding him. And he is all about it, and he wants to get it. And this is how they do it. You cannot buy this individually. You have to buy the ultimate edition of the game.
That's so stupid.
So I already have the game. I already bought like the normal edition. I've already bought all the DLC, but I can't have this Pink Power Ranger unless I buy the game again in the Ultimate Edition one.
Which includes everything that you've previously bought.
Yes, that's $30. And Reed's like, oh, that's fine, man. I got birthday money. Let me grab my wallet for you. I'm like, so I had to have this long talk with him. I'm like, whoa, dude, no. This is not a good deal. So I had to like break down to him explaining like bad deals here, kid. So I used like an empty pop can, and I'm like, so see this, man? Like, what if somebody took this and was like, hey, you want this empty pop can? $30. And you'd be like, no, you don't want that empty pop can because it's only worth 10 cents.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, exactly. So I'm like, what if they run to sell it to you for 5 cents? I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I can take it back and it's 10 cents. I'm like, yeah. So that makes sense. But I kept using 10 cents and makes sense, and I just confused the shit out of him. So he's like, can I give you this $30 for the Pink Power Ranger now? And I'm like, nothing has gotten through. No, we're not buying it.
And he was just pissed at you.
But it's stupid, man. Like, come on. Just give me that. You know they're getting all these suckers that are doing it, too.
You got to have that pre-order bonus, man. You got to have that Ultimate Edition or pre-order bonus to always make you feel invalidated.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
So,
but yeah, no, the game's great, though. The game's a super fun fighting game. Having a blast. It's easy to pick up. The balancing on it, like the big super fighting guys, like the fighting communities and stuff.
Yeah.
The balancing, like it's actually rated super high.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun. It's a good fighting game, and it's cheap. I would highly recommend buying the Ultimate Edition, though, if you're gonna get it.
Yeah, so you can get that Pink Ranger. It's very important.
So yeah, I played that, and then I got the Dragon Quest Trilogy on Switch,
which you had sitting out on the table last week.
Yeah, I did.
So how is
and that's like a special one where you have to like import it. It's not here in the States. It's like the PAL version or whatever.
From like AliExpress or whatever.
Yeah.
What is, I don't know who do you buy that stuff through?
My vendor. Do you want to know my? No. We've been through this.
We tried. I tried to get it. I'll never know.
But yeah, no. Yeah, it's sweet. It's cool. I love Dragon Warrior. Matt, you're a huge fan of it, and when I make him try and play it and grind.
I did like that game.
But yeah, it's cool. The best part though is the music. You know, I love the music in that game.
Yeah.
And it's like remastered and it's sweet. The jams are good.
What Dragon Quest games are on there?
1, 2, and 3.
So is it legit Dragon Warrior 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they're like remastered. So at first I didn't really like it when your guy's walking around because like his sprite, it looks like like something straight off a Flash game. And I was like, oh man. But then you get used to it. And then, but the encounters, like when you fight the monsters and stuff, they look cool. That's
kind of
cool
awesome.
Artwork. So yeah, I'm gonna go through and beat that.
So it actually should be Dragon Warrior Trilogy.
I mean,
technically speaking,
it was
I wonder
Dragon
why.
Quest.
I wonder why they. Oh, it was so it was always Dragon Quest in Japan, right?
Yeah.
I wonder why they didn't.
It was something to do with some sort of lawsuit or something with. I think there was like some tabletop game.
Oh, okay.
Like close to Dragon Quest.
Interesting. So been playing that. Another thing. So before Skyward Sword came out, I told everyone last week I was on a Skyrim kick, and I continued that.
You've been on a Skyrim kick for a while,
dude. Those mods, man. But I've also I'm realizing I have not played much of that game. Like as much as I have put into that game, I have not played a lot of it. So I did. I never did the Civil War stuff. So I finally went through the Stormcloaks and like helped them win the Civil War, which was underwhelming. I will say it was cool. It was like really cool in the beginning, and then it's like, oh, this is it. Okay. So that was
crazy. That game's been out for so long, and there's still so much stuff you haven't done yet.
Yeah. So
it's nuts.
I put like half my day into winning a Civil War in Skyrim, which we crushed. It was cool because it's like you got to storm these castles and defeat all the troops in there. And I know that in Elder Scrolls Online, which I'll never play, even though I really wanted to.
I'll play sometime if you want.
I want to play it, but I don't like it, and it bothers me.
Yeah.
But I know that they've taken that castle or fort, conquering, I guess you could say, to a whole new level where it's like 100 v 100 people.
Wow.
And there's just shit going on everywhere. Like I want to try it, but I just haven't done it. But so I did the Civil War stuff, and I was like, I've never played the Dragonborn DLC on this game. Were you to go to like the Isle of Solstheim or whatever, Solstein? So I went there. I'm like, all right, I've done all these side quests. I've done so much shit on this main island. I mean, obviously in fucking Skyrim. There's still so much that I need to do. But let's try this thing that I've never done. I did the vampire stuff, the Dawn Guard, a long time ago. So I'll probably get to that next time I feel like playing a bunch of time into that game. But I finally did the Dragonborn stuff and went to Solstein or Solstheim, whatever you call it. And that fucking place is crazy. There's so much like different ingredients and shit that you find there for like alchemy. And then the first people I run into, which is probably based somewhat on my level, they're like wearing 3,000 gold worth of armor. It's like ebony fucking chest plates and stuff.
Yeah.
Just wrecking my shit, man. Like just random bandit encounters. I'm just getting fucking smoked from them. So that whole area is super cool, and that like the Murak guy is super interesting. How he's like this all-knowing dragonborn that you have to somehow conquer throughout that island. I probably put like 3 or 4 hours into that area and then stopped.
Yeah.
But that DLC is going to be wicked. I can already tell that whole area is going to be super awesome to play through.
That's sweet, man.
Did you ever play any of that?
No.
You should check it out.
I mean, no, I play Skyrim and stuff, but not DLC. Dude, there's so much that I haven't done with it.
I've been on such a big Elder Scrolls
It's fun,
kick.
man. It's always a good game to go. It's one of my favorite games to go back to when I can't think of anything to play. So.
You'll have to check it out because it's weird.
I'll have to check it out.
It's very interesting.
So,
Speaking of interesting things,
Good
Pokemon
segue.
Go Fest
Good segue.
was Saturday and Sunday this last weekend, and I bought a ticket to Pokemon Go Fest 2021. It was $5, and my sister she got one. So
Oh, you had to pay.
yeah, man.
You had to pay for.
I mean, you could go down there and do it without paying for it, but if you pay, you get bonus shit, extra chance, higher chances of shinies, things like that. Yeah, I'm a sucker for it now, so I bought it.
I gotcha.
And yeah, dude, I went down there. I was down Sunday. I couldn't do it Saturday, but Sunday I was down there from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. all day, baby.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's a lot of Pokemon going.
yeah, and I was using remote raids, and I caught probably 20 legendary Pokemon, Matt. It's freaking sweet.
Dude,
I had a blast.
did you take down a battery bank with you?
No, I my shit did die about 3 p.m. My shit died, so I went in my car, and I just sat there in the AC like a fucking dweeb, charging my phone in my car. And then
That's
I sat there
amazing.
so long that this dude came out that was a shop owner or something, and he was just sweeping around my car and sweeping the steps. Then finally he just stood there at the top and just looked at me. He was just staring at me in my car, just staring at me, and I'm flipping Pokeballs. I look up at him while he's staring at me. Look up at him, and then he just kind of put his hands up to the side, what the fuck are you doing here? Pretty much with body language.
That's amazing.
And I'm like, all right, this place is tapped. Move on. Put the car in reverse. Get out of here. Yep. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's incredible.
It was cool. A few different friends came down to Zach and Gray. They came out there, and shout out to Tom Davenport. He was out there. Shit, I probably shouldn't have said your last name.
That's something that we oh shit.
Yeah.
That's something that we always do, and we're very bad about it. And one day,
You're part of the family.
yeah, one day it will bite us in the ass.
So, and then also, I was playing at Crazy Quarters Arcade. I love this place now. Remember Ace Hardware and Knife? Those days are long dead.
Yes.
But yeah, I love it. I go there and I play. I'm joining a pinball league. They have a pinball league, and I'm joining it with Ian because Ian is a pinball master, and I am joining to be. And it's going to be one-up games. We're going to have jerseys, and Ian's going to be good, and I'm going to be horrible, and it's going to be a blast. But I'm going to have fun. So I've been going there. Dominic Labella, he's been on the show before. He's a DDR master. Also Ryan Boyle. He is the king of DDR, or the game that's like DDR.
Oh shit. Ryan likes the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan, I will absolutely play you in that game because I am way, 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 way better at that one.
You don't want to play him.
Oh, I'll play you.
No, he will fuck you up, dude.
I'm sure he will, but I like that one a lot more.
He was insane. He was using both the things at the same time, fucking doing backflips and shit.
What?
Dude, he's nuts. So yeah,
That's no fun.
yeah, he was good. He was really good. And then so I was playing Mortal Kombat 3, and Dominic's friend was with him, and I remembered him from back in the day when One Up Games did a Smash Brothers tournament thing, and he was one of the kids there. And those, dude, you know how I feel about Smash Brothers kids.
Yeah, you hate me, so I already know
Well,
how
I
you
mean,
feel
you
about
guys
them.
are just so it's okay.
I need the frame data on this move so I know if
Yeah.
it's good or not.
I've got an edge guard and
Let me
got
get the platinum GameCube controller. 'cause
yeah, I
it's
need the Spice Orange GameCube controller because it's got better latency or something.
I'm like, dude, okay, if you want this game to be accepted as an actual fighting game, stop being such a douche.
a douche about it.
So anyway, one of those guys was there. He's a cool guy, nice kid. I have nothing against him. He's a cool dude, like him. But he's a Smash Brothers kid. So we decided to
So
play
he's good at fighting games, right?
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah, he's very good at them.
So we play Mortal Kombat, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Oh snap, I'm not good at Smash, but your boy's all right at some MK. So Dominic Labello playing him, and I fucking cheesed the shit out of him with Reptile.
Yeah.
Hardcore. I was going at it like, dude, that was just fucking fucked up Dominic. And then his friend's like, I got this. Throws his quarters in, dude. It was like the old school arcade experience. Like fight, you know. Let's go. I beat the shit out of this kid. Like bad. And he got mad, and like we played again. Beat the shit out of him again, dude. Cheesiest fucking shit.
Yeah, you are the cheesiest.
Because Raiden's not in that game, and that's who I usually cheese the shit out of. But
Raiden's not in that one?
no, but Reptile, I'm gotten pretty damn good at Reptile now. So you know how he does a force ball?
Yeah.
Slow motion one.
Yep.
And then So back, both the punches or whatever. Back, both the buttons. Slow force ball. Forward, fast one.
Yep.
And then, so I was doing the force balls, and then forward, high punches, acid spit. And then back, forward, low kick is this crazy thing where you just run past him, and then if they didn't block or whatever, or jump, you run past him, and then Reptile turns around and just fucking forearms him in the face and sends him flying. I combined all those moves, and every force ball that I hit him with, you juggle him and hit him with an uppercut.
Yeah.
So, dude, like, these guys were jumping around thinking, oh, it's a slow one. Oh, it's a slow one. And then I hit him with a fast one. I fucked their minds up, dude. They couldn't even think, and I loved every second of it.
Dude, this is the thing.
Yep.
Here
it comes. Here it comes.
No, I'm not talking shit. If you play against Mark enough, you'll learn how to maybe beat him. I still have issues with you in Mortal Kombat 2.
No, you're good.
I can play you now.
You can play me in the new ones. You do pretty good now.
The new ones. But
Yeah.
if you can't go up against Mark lightly in your first games against him, he'll fuck you up. Your reign is the most. Is Rain on the arcade, or is he just on Super?
He's on the Trilogy.
He's on Trilogy.
Or
okay.
and Super.
And
I guess,
Super. Yeah. Super had so many people. It's crazy that the Super Nintendo Ultimate MK3 had so many people. It didn't have Reptile, but it had like everyone else.
So after I beat that kid and he got pissed, this is the last time, he goes, "Yeah, this is bullshit." He's like, "I'd like to see you spam me like that in fucking MK9." And I'm like, bro, I wish there was an MK9 set up right now, because I will fuck you up. I will fuck you up with my Cyrax, man. I'll make you break a controller over Cyrax. And then Dom was like, "Oh, fuck Cyrax. He's so cheap." I'm like, "That's my boy." That's why I play as him.
Oh my god, yeah, dude, your reign is like, oh my god, it'll make your fucking blood boil.
But all you gotta do is block. I'm really easy to beat. I'm not that good at fighting games. I'm really not.
Here's the thing: if there's any game that you don't block in, it's Mortal Kombat. Like, people that play that don't block, and like people that play that fighting games that don't block, especially don't block in Mortal Kombat, because you don't hold back to block. You have to hold a button.
Yeah.
So if you're just always like, it's just not gonna work out for you.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm better in Mortal Kombat than him, but then we went down and we played Tekken 3, and they beat me in that because I'm, like I say, every other week, I'm fucking horrible at Tekken.
You love Tekken, but you are bad at Tekken.
I am so bad at Tekken.
I'm horrible at that fucking game too. I got to start playing Guilty Gear. Tyler and Jason are just gonna smash me into the fucking ground next time I play with them.
Played Primal Rage 2.
That game's incredible.
Not Primal Rage 2. Primal Rage also.
Oh, oh yeah, because Galloping Ghost is like the only one that has that.
Yeah.
That game, that arcade cabinet, I fucking hate Primal Rage. I like that game, but that game makes me.
The arcade version's sweet.
It is awesome. It just makes me mad because I get just ultimate cheese fest on that game. That one dinosaur that whips you with the fucking tail, that has like their tail like goes to here, but then it actually like hits over here.
Is it Diablo, the red one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of cheap.
I think it's like Sephiroth or whatever. It's something with an S too.
Oh, the turquoise looking guy?
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's cheesy.
I like Chaos and Blizzard.
Chaos and Blizzard. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, and then they have old pinball, and I usually shit on the old pinball tables because I like the flashy new ones with lights.
Yeah,
but they're cheap. It's only 25 cents to play this super old one, and I actually really enjoyed it. So
what's which one is it? Is it the
one
devil?
all the way at the end?
Is it
the itty bitty one?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I like it.
I'll play any.
So that's why I'm hoping in the pinball league, I hope they mix some of those crazy old ones in with it.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
Let me catch up on chat here, and then we're gonna get into some video game news. We got a little bit to talk about here. Mr. Perfect is in the house, live as fuck as always. Sarah said she couldn't wait to hear my thoughts on flying. Well, you definitely heard him. Noah, good evening, guys. Didn't realize a new Zelda game is coming out. Hope they use the SNES format for this game. It was the best Zelda game for the SNES, in my opinion. Yeah, they did not do that. It is definitely not the SNES one. What was... Now I got to catch up. I got to use my camera to fucking read all this stuff.
Zoom in.
That's what I'm going to do. If you played 90s... This is Drew. If you played 90s flight sims, you're inverted forever. Absolutely right. Also, guys, saw your posts on the Comic-Con you went to this past weekend. See any Mortal Kombat stuff there? We'll talk about that in a minute.
Who said that?
Noah.
Okay.
Brad, a pinball Padawan? Question mark.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting there. Ryan, yeah, I'm down for some PIU. Let's go. Is that what that game's called? Pew? What do you guys think of New Age Legendary game for this generation of Fortnite? Think of the New Age Legendary game for this generation of Fortnite. Well, should we get a Fortnite weekly update with Marky Mark here? I have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't know. I actually haven't been playing Fortnite, believe it or not.
Oh my God, we didn't get
I was busy.
Oh
I know
my
LeBron
God.
James is in the game now.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that
So,
later.
yeah, we got LeBron in there. I got to get moving, though, because I got that battle pass, and I need to get Rick Sanchez unlocked.
Ryan, I got tomorrow off, so if you want to get your ass whooped at Crazy Quarters, you let me know. Cover me for a second.
So, yeah, we're still doing a podcast. We're going to have to edit this part out.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Or you could just cover for me.
Covering for me. Do you guys like other podcasts? Banter and Babble is here for you.
Just
All right, quick ad.
okay. Let's get into some video game news. We got a little bit to talk about. Okay, nothing super crazy this week. Well, a couple things actually. Warframe, the famed MMO that's been on PC and consoles for. Oh man, yeah, these little guys are not helping things, are they?
Stop hitting the table like a maniac.
Dude, I'm fucking hot. Okay.
You're like,
Warframe this December or this year, later this year rather, is getting cross-play and cross-save. So if any of you like Warframe,
Jonathan.
that is pretty neat, I am sure. Rainbow Six Extraction, which was the new Rainbow Six game, has been delayed until 2022. Netflix snags a former EA and Oculus executive to lead their video game department. So, I mean, you pulled from the two best fucking companies in the game to get that one.
Right.
That's going to be a fucking shitstorm right there. You can't pull an EA executive. That's not the move.
Yeah, that's not the move.
We're
That's
gonna
not it.
So we're gonna start this awesome program at Netflix. We're gonna tie right into our monthly fee where you
Yeah.
get to play video games just right off your TV. And leading this is a former EA executive. He was actually the lead guy on Anthem. Round of applause for this guy.
Was he really?
I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. I'm making that up.
And it's like, okay, so you want to watch Netflix and play games? Well, every game's gonna cost this. It's all in the DLC. EA.
You actually have to like buy this fucking box that plugs into your TV. Oh wait, it's just a console again. Who would have thought? It's a Netflix machine. Candace Parker is the first woman on an NBA 2K cover. She'll be on 2K 2022, I believe. Nickelodeon, if anyone saw this, if anyone's a Smash kid and loves those games,
I did hear this from a Smash kid.
is getting a battle royale, and holy shit, does it look awesome. It actually looks super fucking cool. I watched the trailer for it. They have so many cool cartoons from kind of when I was growing up and before that type of stuff. It is just a full ripoff of Smash. It's from the people making it made Slap City. I don't know if you played that one at all.
I didn't.
Yeah, so that was a pretty popular indie Smash game.
Yeah, I know one Smash kid was like, oh man, it looks sweet. And another Smash kid was like, oh my God, I'm so sick of these Smash clones.
No, it actually looks really cool. I mean, we're not getting any more DLC for Smash, I don't think. So
What? It's over?
I'm pretty sure it's done with. So I'm actually super excited for that one. And then
Come on, they have to have more characters to come out.
I mean, they can't they could do characters for the next decade. I don't care.
They have to end on Waluigi.
I feel like that is the ultimate move.
That's what Eric was saying.
Eric.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate move. And then you bump the game up to rated M.
Yep.
Okay, the last tidbit of news here is gonna get some people fired up in chat. So
Uh-oh.
Valve has released. They talked about a handheld PC, kind of like a Switch, but for your Steam library. It's called the Valve Steam Deck. It was releasing at $399. I think orders were planning on shipping in December, and I believe those have been delayed back. I didn't catch up on it today because there's been just a ton of news about it. But people are already selling their pre-orders on eBay for like over $1,000 for a $400 handheld PC. People are getting fucking $1,200 for it. I saw somebody list it for like $10,000. So scalpers are just having a fucking field day with it. And I don't even know how you can like it blows my mind that you can sell an order confirmation. Like you don't actually have it, but you're selling the order that you have. How is that fucking possible? How do you do that?
I don't know.
You don't have the item. How can you sell something that you don't have? They could just cancel your fucking order whenever. I would love it. Sorry to anyone that does this, but sorry, not sorry. I would love if like they somehow found out that your eBay and Steam were like the eBay and whatever you bought the Valve Steam Deck were linked.
Yeah.
And the second they saw you post that, they fucking cancel your order, and then eBay like flags you for posting something that you don't have when it fucking ships.
Right, yeah. And then
I
they
don't know.
just, yeah. If you have a Steam account, they just fucking take away all your games.
Yeah. Don't pay that much. It's a fucking, who cares? It's a handheld PC. Is that really that? Like, that's cool. This is a handheld Switch that'll play your Steam library.
I mean, technically, isn't a laptop handheld?
Yeah, exactly. You could get a fucking tablet. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see too much into this because I don't really do the Steam stuff. More of like a console gamer when it comes to this. Not big on the old PC stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I guess people are into that. And yeah, why not? Let the scalpers fuck with the PC gamers. That doesn't really bother me.
the one thing I will say about it, you know what I should have put is that we were playing Skyward Sword, realistically, because that would have gotten us some more traction. I regret that now, because we're playing a different game on Facebook. But the one thing I did see about this is that they did a bunch of testing on their analog sticks, and they say that their analog sticks for this are driftless.
Yeah,
Like there's almost
driftless. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll fix those within 2 months of
Yeah.
them coming out. But
We'll see.
that's the supposed thing with them, is that their thumbsticks are super awesome and have no drift and stuff like that. So I don't know how that works, but
Yeah,
because they're not Joy-Cons on there, it's just a big ass tablet.
right.
I don't know. That's a good price point to play your PC games. I don't even understand how that works. I got to read more into it. But I was just like, ooh, the scalpers are out again.
There's Ryan Boyle's name popping up on chat.
I can't wait till I get my Steam Deck. That's the real Switch Pro. See, he's getting it to use it. He's not. How many
Yeah,
did you
right.
get, Ryan?
He's got probably like 9 of them. Fucking Ryan Boyle. I know you.
Oh, the love-hate between Ryan and Marcus. It's glorious.
Yeah, right.
They both love each other.
He's
But
got like 20 of those
Yeah.
things. He's fucking selling this shit, probably. He's probably the one guy that sold an account. He probably made 10 grand while this show's on right now.
oh my god. But yeah, so that was the tidbit of news. If Ryan, you'll have to let me know how this Valve Steam Deck stuff goes, because you can usually get this shit for fucking. Thank you, Taylor. You can usually get this shit like you'll have like 30 Xbox Series X's by the time I can fucking find one in a store. You're a fucking G unit on getting all that stuff.
Oh,
It's
yeah. If
crazy.
anyone needs anything, he's the man to talk to.
Yep. And yeah, so that was our news for the week. Yeah, great segue.
News for the week.
Why don't we get in?
They're great.
Let's get into
News
our
brought to you by Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, Tony the Tiger is our sponsor.
Cease
now.
and desist.
Exact, like right now.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, you ready to talk about some food?
Oh, yeah. That's the wrong one. That's It's not Eric.
Oh, dude.
Give it to him again.
Yeah.
I thought it was the right one.
If you'd like to munch and to crunch and like eating out a bunch for your gastroservitude, sit back for the feud with gentlemen so crude as that dude's face fucking food.
Like Andy said, I fuck up the sound bites a lot. I'm very good at
He
fucking
likes
up.
it when you do that. too.
Yeah.
See, I was all worried. I was like, I thought about, just let it go. And then I'm like, Eric's going to think.
Yeah, Eric's going to hate us.
Yeah, we just like cut his ass.
Yeah, sorry, Eric. I was trying, but Mark stopped it from happening. So this week, we'll talk about the event later. But I had someone at my store cooking some awesome Lebanese food. It was Falafel Hut. I think I've talked about this before on the show.
Yeah.
She makes very good shawarma and that type of stuff.
I had a falafel.
You had a falafel.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
It was good.
Yeah. I'm not big into falafel. Hers is pretty good. It's like
It's
fried
not awful falafel.
off. It is indeed not awful falafel.
Okay.
I just don't like the fried veggie stuff, but because they're like veggie balls that you fry up. It's not my thing too much. But
thought it was pretty good.
I do like the shawarma, and she makes some damn good shawarma. So she was we had a big event at the store, and I got her to cook out there. We had the vestibule set up. She was just cooking up some beef and lamb shawarma. She had hummus and pita bread and all that stuff there. It was fucking awesome. Dude, my whole store, because it was so busy, we couldn't get any lunch forever. Like, I was helping her set up, bought her a grill from TJ Maxx because her warmer was taking way too long. So I shot over there real quick to get her a grill.
TJ Maxx still exists?
I have a Home Goods in TJ Maxx in the plaza, and she's like, I got to run to Home Goods real quick and grab a grill. I'm like, no, you don't. I'll run to TJ Maxx for you and find the same grill for half the fucking price. Even though they're owned by the same company. So Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and fucking Home Goods are all the same thing.
Wow.
So if you want, there's a tidbit or a tips and trick.
Hot tip.
Hot tips and hot tricks for you. Get your grills at TJ Maxx. But so I got that for her. She was cooking everything up. It was so fucking busy in there that she was cooking for like 3 hours. And this smell is just filling the store. It's just like fucking amazing. If you haven't had shawarma, it's kind of like a gyro almost. So it's just beef and lamb. Oh my God, filling the store. I'm just salivating talking about it right now. And I go in to grab some food. I'm like, hey, how much I owe you? Like, I need some now. She's like, okay, I got you covered. And then like 3 more people walk in. I'm like, fuck, can't fucking do this. So come back in 15 minutes and we all get our food. It's literally like the best. I went there before, and she's like 20 minutes away from the store, so I clocked out and got Colin and I food there. And it was awesome when I got back.
Mall?
She is in the SVRC hall. So it's
Okay.
like a community center almost
Gotcha,
for
okay.
small businesses. So by the time I got back, it wasn't cold or anything, but it was not like fresh off the grill like you want it.
Right.
So I finally got it fresh off the grill. That shit was incredible. It was some of the
Nice.
best food I've ever had. And everyone that had it felt the same way. They were rocking it out. Eric,
So that was for your event thing, right?
that was for my event thing. I
Okay.
even talked Eric into getting it because him and his wife came in with their daughter. And I was pushing this on everyone. Like, you should get some food. You should get some food. Hey, you over there? You ate lunch? You should get some food.
Yeah.
And I told him, I'm like, you guys need to try this before you go. Like, I know it's ethnic food. Not everyone's into it, so they like split one together, and they fucking loved it. So shout out to Noel for making some awesome food.
Yeah, Noel. My event also had food.
Nice.
And if anybody watched me do a Facebook Live from the event, you will hear in the middle of that Facebook Live the guy, Barry, who is the dude running it, as I'm doing the live video, he's like, hey, man, I just want to let you know they got food. Sloppy Joe's 2 for $5 in the middle of me doing the Facebook Live video. So you can see me go, what? Okay. And then I look at my phone. I'm like, Sloppy Joe's 2 for $5. We got Sloppy Joe's 2 for $5. Come on down.
It's like It's like the old chick from from Billy Madison. Sloppy Joe,
Oh,
get
yeah.
your sloppy. I know y'all like them sloppy.
So I had to after the Facebook Live thing. I'm like, well, now I gotta get these Sloppy Joes so I can have it for my fat dude's face fucking food segment. So I did. I got the Sloppy Joes 2 for $5, and not just this, Matt. They come with a bag of chips,
Damn.
and you get to pick which bag of chips you want.
Oh snap! That
Yeah.
is quite the deal.
It was at the AmVets Hall over there on Pine.
They got the cheapest beer you could imagine.
And yeah, so I got that, and the bartender was making it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take some of those Sloppy Joes. And she's like, okay. She's like, let me see. Let me think here. Cigarette voice.
You should be able to get this down.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you want 2 sloppy joes? Okay, Mike Wazowski.
Sorry. And so then I'm like, okay, so I got my money in hand and I'm waiting to give it to her, and she just kind of starts talking to one of the other people at the bar, and she's like,
Yeah, Dale. He came in here the other day, and
I don't know. And I'm like, just still standing there, and I'm like, what's happening here? Am I getting my food or what's going on? I gotta get back to my booth. And then I see she like walks over in the corner while she's talking, and then she just pulls up this crock pot that's just sitting on the counter, and then she grabs a couple buns, throws it on there, and just slaps it on.
yeah, you could pick some chips out too. They're over there on the rack.
So yeah, I'm like, oh, thank you. And they weren't bad. They weren't bad Sloppy Joes.
Yeah, I mean, you can't expect like
yeah
5-star
you had
restaurant.
to eat them. You had to eat them quick because them fuckers would like sog through the bottom bun.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were good. And then I walked as I was going to the bathroom later on. She was working, and I walked up and I'm like, hey, thanks for the food. It was really good actually. And she looked at me. The look on her face looked absolutely like so confused. Like
No one's ever thanked her for
like
anything
as
in
if
her life.
no one's ever said thank you for the food or that was good or anything. Like I was the first person to say that ever, and she just didn't know how to take it. And she's like, well, thank you.
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
Somebody go to this
Oh,
fucking
Jesus.
AmVets hall and tell this woman thank
yeah.
you.
And I was like, okay, so yeah, Sloppy Joe's 2 for $5. Also, what do we got here? We got some Jello. Reed and I went out grocery shopping, and we decided to get some Jello, and it was him. He saw it on the shelf, and there were the Jello packs. It was Starburst Jello.
Nice.
It was the pink one, and then the blue one.
That's the best one.
So I'm like, hey, dude, I've never really made Jello. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never made Jello.
It's pretty fucking easy. I'm
Yes.
not gonna lie.
And I'm like, I don't know. You gotta mix hot and cold, and I just can't handle that kind of
You
pressure.
gotta read the fucking
I
back
can't
of this
handle
thing,
this.
and I don't understand it.
So when your mom comes home tonight from work, talk to her about making some Jello. And he's like, well, so he bought it, and he got it, and he was thinking like, he sees on the package like this is some sort of popsicle thing, like fucking open that box up and chow down. It's not like that. So I'm like, dude, you gotta man, this is like a process. You gotta make it, and then you gotta let it like stay in the fridge for like overnight. And he's like, stay in the fridge. Got it. So then when Amanda came home and like they said they were gonna make it, we're like, where the hell's the Jello at, man? Where'd you put those packs? And he just put the little boxes, like the cardboard boxes,
Yeah.
in the fridge.
There you go.
Yep.
That's all you gotta do.
So that's what I thought. And they're like, no, dude, you have to make it. And he was just like, oh.
What the fuck, Dad?
Let me tell you what, though. Jello turned out fantastic, and I get it. I definitely get it. Starburst Jello. I got it at Walmart.
Okay, I gotta check this out.
Yeah, it's super good.
Did you do the whipped cream with the Jello?
No.
Oh, that's a big move.
Yeah, shout out to Dave Ryan. He gave me shit for not doing Jello jigglers.
That sounds awesome.
I know I need to do that next time. But yeah, do you have another fat food?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
So at this same event, I had to go down to our Burton store to socialize with people, I guess you could say. So the Burton store had almost every store had like a food truck or something set up outside of it. We were trying to go big or go home, and we went big. So they had a fucking sugar shack set up.
I think I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, like literally the one that you would see at a carnival that was
Yeah.
set up outside the store.
That's awesome.
And then they had a place called Flacco's Tacos. It was just this awesome taco truck. they had like some deals and shit like that. I burned through some cash that day, so I did not have a lot of money on me. Excuse me. I had enough to get one taco. So I got this, like, I don't remember the name of it. It was this fucking pork taco with pico de gallo, jalapenos, sour cream, and this awesome pork that they had marinated. And I got some hot sauce with it. Dude, legitimately, I don't know why I have this like thing in my head that anytime I see a taco truck or a taco place that I've never been to,
Yeah.
I want to try a taco from there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it sounds sweet to me.
I have a
sounds
taco.
like a good idea.
I have a taco addiction, and I can't stop it. So, legitimately, it was probably one of the best tacos I've ever had. They make their own, like, corn tortillas and shit, and they give you the double tortilla, so it doesn't, like, just rip and seep through. Dude, it was incredible. I smoked it in, like, 30 seconds.
That's what they need to do with those fucking sloppy joes. They need the double buns.
You got to double bun it up. The double up for better protection.
So that's sweet. You had some good food this week.
Yeah, and we had some awesome lemonade that may have been a little not necessarily all lemonade. It was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
It had some...
Drinking on the job.
I wasn't clocked in,
Oh, okay.
so I was good. I'm not going to say anything. I don't know what you're talking
Booze
about.
or lose, folks. All right.
Last taco story.
Jesus, how
Hold
many
on.
taco fucking stories you got?
I got to talk about this.
Lamb tacos,
So
pork tacos.
we've talked about Taco Bell a lot on this show.
Oh,
okay? This is a PSA.
the king of tacos.
This is a PSA. So that same day, it was Saturday. We have fight night on Saturdays. We didn't have D&D this week, so we had fight night later that day. I slept. I passed the fuck out when I got home, and then went over to Jason's and took a bottle of tequila with me, and we got very inebriated, it was fun. It was a good time. It was just Colin, Jason, and I. He was sober, and he always loves a late night Taco Bell run. That's his thing. I was like, all right, I can get behind this. Let's go. Taco Bell was out of like everything on their menu, like they have been. So we got like 3 of the quesadillas that they have. They got like double stacked quesadillas. We all got our food, went back, crushed the food. It was great, awesome, fantastic. I made it home like at like 4 a.m. I went home sober and fucking passed out for work in the morning. I woke up at what? Okay. I woke up at like 9. I had to be up at like 10 to get to work on time. With the worst heartburn I've ever I think any human being has ever experienced.
You've been hanging out with Jason too long, man. He's passing his old man heartburn on to you.
I guess so, because it was insane. It was the worst thing ever. I'm not like I don't hit up Pepto-Bismol very much.
Yeah.
I drank like probably 5 doses of Pepto-Bismol and just hoped to God that it would tame the rage that was inside my chest.
Jesus.
And it wasn't even like
What did you drink the night before?
tequila.
Oh.
Tequila. I mean, I'm not going to say it was all Taco Bell. Like we killed a 5th of tequila. So there was a lot of tequila.
I think that might have
drink.
something to do with that burning.
But I'm blaming it on Taco Bell because I felt great. Tequila made me feel great. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why Taco Bell had to go and fuck it up for me.
I think Taco Bell's,
I think Taco Bell, what I'm getting at is you will no longer be hearing about Taco Bell from me because I can't do it anymore.
Okay.
That was the last Taco Bell story.
So when I saw you had that on the outline, I was like, how many times has Matt said that this is the last Taco Bell time? And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, shit, I've said that too. And then I'm like, man, I think Taco Bell is the #1 place in America that people probably say, this is the last fucking time I have Taco Bell. And then go back to it like within a week later.
I'm not doing it this time. I'm holding strong. I'm going to beat Taco Bell this time. Because it's a no-go
dude,
anymore.
I've quit Taco Bell and then they come out with something new. And you're like, oh, man, I got to try it. That's how they get you. My last thing for fat dudes face fucking food. You ever have, like, you're a likable guy. I think you're a likable guy.
Wow.
Okay?
Thanks, Mark.
I think a lot of customers that come into my store and they're like, oh, yeah, I know that guy. He's awesome. He's a cool guy. I've never had a customer say, anything negative about you.
Okay. That's
And
good.
so you're a fan favorite in
Okay.
the Tri-City area,
That's good.
and I'd like to think that I am.
I would say so.
Some people like me, except for this fucking guy at Little Caesars. I don't know what the fuck I did to this guy. This guy fucking hates me. Every time I go to Little Caesars, this guy gives me the meanest look, doesn't do jack shit. Like he just wants nothing to do with me. He's come in the store before. I'm like, oh, hey, man, what's going on? Because I've recognized him from coming into Little Caesars. And he just was like, yeah. And just one word response, gives me this dirty look like he fucking hates me. Doesn't want me to help him at all when he's shopping. And then when I go into Little Caesars pick up my pizza, like he always fucking, dude, this guy hates me.
Why didn't you call him out on it?
I don't know. One time though, I ordered wings from there. Remember I said don't ever order wings. This was before that.
Yeah.
I was driving home. Taco Bell or Little Caesars closes at, I don't know, 10.
Yeah.
And it was like 8:30. And
Okay,
I was
so
driving back from
fuck off,
Saginaw.
yeah.
And I ordered some wings, and I ordered it ahead of time so I could just hop in there, grab my shit, and go. And when I got there, I picked up the wings, picked up the food, and then I see the guy who fucking hates me for, I don't know why, on the phone, taking an order. And then I go to pick up my stuff. He looks over at me like this, like all like as he's on the phone. And I'm like, okay, what did I do to this guy? And then he just gets out the phone, slams the phone down, and he just, as I'm walking out, he just yells, another order of fucking wings, and just slams like some shit on the counter. I'm like, this dude is a maniac.
That guy really does not like making wings.
He hates his job. And I'm like, really, man? You close in like an hour and a half. How hard is it to make some fucking wings? They're probably frozen. You just throw them in the fryer real quick or something, if that.
I gotta be honest. Wings are probably the easiest thing that they make because that's all you do. And then you put them in their shitty little Tupperware container and they just dump their pre-made fucking sauce on there.
So guy who works at Little Caesars, if you listen to this show, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry if I hurt you. I'm sorry. But man,
Yeah. You need to calm the fuck down there, buddy.
I don't even want to describe him because I don't want to get in trouble.
Does he
like
come
that
into
one guy?
a lot?
He's come in before, a few times. But yeah, I don't even want to describe him because of that whole that one incident we had where we had to edit the show.
Oh yeah,
But
the DoorDash one.
yeah,
Or no,
Yep.
yeah, was that it?
yeah.
Yeah,
So we don't talk about that. That's gonna be like the special subscribe.
that's the archives. That'll be the
Yeah,
Patreon down
the
the road.
Patreon, yeah. But yeah, the
I
Little
remember.
Caesars guy. Come on, man. We'll
Let's just be friends. Yeah, bury the hatchet.
Some people just hate me, I guess, and he's like the president of the fan club. So yeah, that's my fat dude's face fucking food stories.
Well, I'm glad that you had such great fat dude stories this week. Sorry about your Little Caesars experience.
It's
You should
okay.
never have to deal with that.
That's why
when
even when I go in for the pizza portal, he still finds a way to sneak out from the back and just be like, "Fuck you, dude!" Like flip me off and shit. I'm like, "See you, man."
Let's catch up. We'll catch up on chat here a little bit. I can't wait till. Hold on. I'll just talk about portable tablets and consoles, but Windows 11 looms, says Rico. Yeah, I'm going to be nervous for that. Taylor says, awesome setup. I'm playing COD Cold War tonight. Have fun with that. What up, Paul? And what up, Isaac? He says, sorry for being late to the stream. It's okay. We forgive you.
This time.
Ryan, I'm probably the only one, but I hate Taco Bell. I used to live like a 30-second walk from one for over 10 plus years, so that's probably why. Every time anyone came over, it was always, hey, we should go get Taco Bell. So I could totally get that. And Rico, y'all really had to edit a show because of a grumpy DoorDash? No, that's not why we had to edit a show.
Yeah.
That's because Store Stories gets a little wicked sometimes. And that was one of those times.
Yeah.
So we won't talk about that right
I've
now.
only had a. Yeah.
'Cause maybe that person still watches the show and they don't know. Probably not.
Oh, he probably knows. He said DoorDash. And tell you what.
We got millions of people watching. They don't know.
That's true.
Let's get into, speaking of store stories, let's talk about some store stories.
What?
So, as we were talking about, Mark and I both had some pretty big events that we were at this weekend. So I've done it for 3 years now. Record Store Day, the July drop, we had that going on at my store. And the thing that we've been trying to do, or wanted to do rather, with this one, because it's like Record Store Day is like a mad dash to get exclusive records. So you just go into like every shop that you can and get the records you want, which is cool. We try to make it like a big sale day on like our used vinyl and
makes sense.
our sealed vinyl. And so this time, instead of having that mad dash vibe, like I had a DJ come out. I had the El Shaddai game truck, which that didn't go over that great. And
oh man,
yeah,
I got stories about her.
yeah, I kind of figured we could talk about
You
that.
saw my
one.
Snapchat the other day, right?
I did, dude.
Okay.
It's so funny.
Okay, keep going.
And then I had Noel out there I had Noel out there with the Falafel Hut, the DJ, and the El Shaddai game truck. The DJ that came out, it was a very spur of the moment thing, and it was fucking awesome, dude. He got there at like I think noon or 1 and stayed till 5. And all he did was play banger after banger after banger.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even like work the normal way that I would, because I was just jamming out so much, just having such a bomb ass time listening to all the music.
I
And
watched
stuff.
your Facebook Live thing you did for it, and yeah, he looked awesome.
Dude, he was
Yeah.
having so much fun, and he was like, it wasn't like a DJ that you'd see at a wedding that's, playing stuff off of a laptop and, playing requests and stuff like that. This guy, his setup took like a half hour because he brings in like 15 boxes of vinyl. Like it's a that sounded good, Mark. Was it your gigantic watermelon fucking water that's in the fucking fridge?
Yep.
Yeah, that thing was like 40 pounds. Anyway, so he's actually spinning vinyl and shit. He's getting these transitions that flow from like one song into the other. It was crazy. It was awesome. He was the spins, and his record players, they were called, his turntables were Tina and Turner. That was his
That's
his
genius.
fucking, yeah. He was awesome, dude. He had his own custom made vans that said the spins on them. We had a great time. Everyone was jamming out, having fun. So even though it wasn't it was a lot more fun when people were coming in, not because it's like this mad dash to get records. They were coming in because they wanted to come in and have fun, spend a little bit of money, but
That's the best atmosphere to make. Yeah.
yeah. I did have a coffee place that catered some coffee in the morning that everyone was too fucking busy to grab. So I don't know. I love Record Store Day, but it's in the morning when we open up, it's just got a different vibe to it that I can't necessarily say I love.
It's just a madhouse feel, kind of.
It feels like we don't really experience that Black Friday rush at our stores where it's like everyone's just at the door ready to fucking
Except
chill.
for that day.
That day is the Black Friday. It's the Black Friday for me where everyone's got to get their shit. Like I almost had to break up a little issue because someone was first in line and they got a fucking record, because that's what happens. You're first in line, you get a fucking record. And this guy was like, "Are you even going to listen to it?" It's like, dude, yeah, he's probably going to fucking listen to it. He was here first in line. So it was a whole thing. But no, after the start of the morning, it got really fun, and we were all having a good time. Like the stores, like it's a crazy busy day. So there's vinyl sales fucking everywhere. It's awesome. Everyone in Saginaw does it. But we had a lot of fun. So it was a super cool time. So we had that going. And then I saw Funko Pops at the store, and they were like doing well. And all of a sudden, they have exploded. Funko Pops, I feel like I'm the Funko metropolis of the Tri-Cities now. I've gotten like not even over-exaggerating, like 500 Funko Pops traded in the past week and a half. It's just collection after collection after collection. And it's just wild, man. Like, I finally am seeing how many series and how many different Funko Pops they're doing. And it's super awesome. Like, Funko Pops are badass. I will never get into them.
Oh, yeah.
Because I will I have no room for that.
They take up a lot of space.
They take up a shit ton of space, and I would lose my ass on them. I would spend so much money trying to get like the Dragon Ball Z ones would be my go-to, and there's like 15 trillion of them.
So I still don't understand the appeal to the Funko Pops, and my kid will be like, "Oh, Dad, can I get a Funko Pop?" And I'm like, "No."
This is the only Funko Pop I'll ever own because of how badass he is. Like I gotta give him credit. Shenmue. They put a lot of effort into them. Like they look super awesome.
I don't like their eyes. They creep me out. That looks dope.
That looks
like,
because he doesn't
sweet.
have like the beady
And,
eyes.
like the
that
ones you
stare
got
into
me
your
are
soul.
cool. Like I
I know you fucking hate my presents. Fucking asshole.
Well,
I try to get Mark all these like wrestlers that are super fucking hard to come by and probably worth a lot of money now. He's like,
Oh, thanks, dude.
I get him like Detroit Lions players. He's like, wow. Like trying to be thoughtful with it. And he's like, I'm going to put this right up on the shelf, man. He's going to be looking at me all the time.
I like them.
Yeah, wow. That was very fucking.
They're cool.
That was very.
But yeah, I mean, like for like okay,
heartfelt.
from a collector thing, that's cool. But for my kid, like go get a cool action figure that's like got all these points of articulation and stuff. Something that does something. This thing's just like, durr.
Funko Pops are the action figures of my generation, I think, because a lot of people that collect them are around my age. It's a very like 20 to 30-year-old thing. And granted, there's people that collect them that are all ages. But that's like the demographic that collects a lot of
It's
them
the
at my
Beanie
store.
Baby of today.
Yeah, we were talking about it today, how in a decade, these things are just going to line the fucking landfill. Like, there's going to be so much of this fucking
Seriously,
plastic everywhere.
Beanie Baby of today.
But yeah, so Funko Trade Mania, that's what my day was full of. My day consisted of 11 to 4 just Funko trade. I bought in like 200 fucking Funko Pops today.
Hey man, that day goes by quick though. That's sweet.
It did, yeah. I crushed through it. What about you, Mark? How did your
So I also
event
had
go?
an event, and I had to work a Saturday.
You haven't worked one of those in like
Yeah.
3 years.
I know, but it was cool. I got to. I went to the second annual Bay City Comic and Toy Convention, which was also with video games. So long name.
Yeah,
Second
it
annual
rolls
Bay
right
City
off the
Comic
tongue.
Toy Video Game Convention.
Rolls right
I
off
also
the
did a
tongue.
Facebook Live, and you can kind of see my facial expression after I say that name. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go with that. But no, it was cool, man. Like it's very small. It was there was not that many vendors. It's their only second time doing it, and the first year was during COVID. So yeah,
Oh, they actually did it last year?
yeah, and
Wow.
so this it's pretty much this dude that he's a customer of ours, and he collects a ton of like old toys and everything, and comics, and he has video games too. So like he just all the people he met and everything, he asked them to come in, and he's friends with Matt K. I think he works with them, and yeah, so they asked Justin if he wanted a booth, and we got one, and yeah, I brought a bunch of stuff out there, and I got to work it. It was a lot cooler than you never did any of the National Night Out events, did you?
No, I
When you
wanted
went to
to.
one up?
No, because I had to work the store.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't. I got to work the booth. But yeah, National Night Out sucks compared to this.
Okay.
It's not bad. National Night Out, it's like I set up a Retron 5 with a portable TV. I do that at all my vendor booths when I'm doing these things. And then I got, like at National Night Out, I'll have all the pamphlets and stuff about our store, give out free T-shirts. It's literally just people coming by to get all the free swag, not really give a shit, and move on to the next person.
Yeah, yep.
But in this one, it was fucking cool because there was a lot of fucking nerds coming that wanted to, like, they were into comics, old toys, video games. It was like that type of, that cool audience came in, and when it was slow or whatever, like, you'd start talking to these people, and, like, next thing you know, you talk to them for 45 minutes to an hour.
Yep.
It was really cool, and all the other vendors, dude, the dude right next to me, I actually became really good friends with him. Yeah, we like at each other on Facebook and stuff, and we're like probably watch some Lions games this fall. Like he's
Nice.
so like yeah, all the other people doing the all the different booths were super cool. And man, it happened. I walked around and looked at everybody's stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh fuck, these toys are sweet. These are a bunch of the ones I had when I was a kid. And like some of these ones, like my brother Dom had, like there were so many cool ass He-Man action figures, and they look so cool. And I remember all of them from when my brother had all those, and it was like instant memories just come flooding back. And then it got me so into it. Like I'm hyped because on Friday the new Masters of the Universe comes out on Netflix.
I can't wait to watch that show.
Skeletor, voiced by Mark Hamill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
That's awesome.
So right. Like I ended up finding this. One of the dudes had. I was going through, and then Power Rangers. There was some. I love Power Rangers, and they got these old ones. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but yeah, I got White Ranger. I got the White Ranger, Black Ranger, and a Megazord, and super cool because I never had the big. They're like the larger ones. They're like about 12 inches tall. And yeah, I never had those as a kid, so I was super pumped.
You actually bought those?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Like you bought them there. That's super awesome.
Yeah, that's why I brought them, man.
Well, I was
You
like,
saw I just brought some random toys over? What the fuck? Some
so I'm
weirdo?
like, Mark, we got to figure out like our table arrangement, our theme for the weekend. And I'm like, bring some stuff from home. He's like, I got some toys I can bring. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Throw your
all these guys I got from there. Yeah, so yeah, I got a little Casey Jones here from the original Turtles, and then this guy over here. This is blue. He is Bluegrass from Silverhawks. If you don't know what Silverhawks is, that was kind of when Thundercats was going on. It was like the other one. Silverhawks is really cool show. He's beat to shit though, as you can tell. But he was the only Silverhawk toy at that whole convention, and he was coming home with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was seven toys for $40.
That's not bad.
Or $7 a piece.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you saved $10 almost.
Yeah, so I got, and then Reed was going fucking ham with picking out Venoms. He bought 3 different Venoms there. So, yeah,
That's
man.
cool. That's awesome.
It was sweet. A lot of comics, too. Comics, I mean, some people are pumped for that. I love comics, but I'm not a big collector.
Yeah.
I just go pick up one and read it. But yeah, dude, it was fun. There wasn't that many people, like I said, but the ones that were there, all super friendly. So I'm super down to do it again. And there's another guy that's running one in West Branch or something, and I might just go travel up there and run a booth just so I can see all the different toys.
You know, speaking of Comic-Cons, we have one coming up on August 7th. You guys, I talked to Justin about getting a booth there. I don't know if he wanted to or not.
You didn't talk to me. I'm the one that makes all this stuff.
Would you like a booth there?
Yeah. When is it?
August 7th.
That's pretty close, man.
You got it. You're set up for it. I'm actually super hyped.
Who's running it?
Media Reload.
Oh. Well, we can't. I don't think we can do that.
Why not? You act like we're competition. We are not competition. We're the holy. We have devised the holy trinity of Saginaw, and
you kept me out of that. You were like,
no.
Well, me and Game On and some other.
Who the fuck else is it gonna be? It's you, Game On, and us.
Oh, I thought there was somebody else.
No, who's it? Come on, man.
Well, that one store you really like.
Video Games Plus?
No, that one store over there by.
Oh yeah,
by Target.
No, they're the Antichrist that we're working against. Actually, I don't name names like that.
I think they're all nice people.
Shut the fuck
Shop
up.
at One Up Games.
Yeah,
we're nice. But yeah, dude, the convention was sweet, and I will actually look into checking that out.
Yeah, I would love for you guys to go there. I'm super fucking excited
You
to
can meet your boss.
run that. Yeah, you can meet the owner too, because I don't think you've met Mark.
Oh,
yet.
big Mark. Mark versus Mark.
Mark versus Mark.
Mark meet Mark. I get to meet your boss.
He's super.
It make me a
fucking
huge deal to jump ship.
Cool. There you go.
Blockbuster.
Yep, and he might even
Be like,
yeah, he'll start. He'll have you start the new store that we're gonna.
oh,
open.
cool. Traverse City?
Yeah.
For real? I'm down. Sorry, Justin. I bleed blue.
I got
Media reload.
blue and orange, baby. I gotta jump ship now.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well,
I'm
there's
green for life.
there's a movie that came out that is just really caught the media's attention, and it's been on there. It's been there for a while. Why don't we get into
Film
it, Mark?
Freaks is coming back. You are all welcome for that.
Yeah, that's the best thing that's ever happened on this show.
So, there was a movie that just came out.
That is really making some headlines.
So, I'm curious. Like, all right, Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Yeah.
So, you were like, have you seen that Space Jam yet?
Yeah, because
And I'm like, yeah, I did. I watched it a couple of days ago, man.
I
I
texted
really
you-
enjoyed it.
I texted you last night about it, and meanwhile, I've just seen nothing but a shit storm of that. I love that. Yeah, I've seen nothing but horrible, horrible things about it. And then the only other things that I've seen are, I've read a lot of reviews on it.
Why don't you just watch the movie?
Because I
Stop
fucking-
spoiling yourself.
Because I texted you at like 1:30. I'm not going to sit through a 2-hour movie when I have to work all day. I just thought about it.
It's an hour and 40 minutes.
Okay, well, I didn't have time last night. And I was like
See,
pissed at myself.
That's the thing. This is what you did there with is exactly what I avoided to do. So when this trailer came out for this movie, I refused to watch it because I was like, "Hey, Dylan, did you see any Space Jam trailers out?" He's like, "I'm not going to watch the trailer." And I'm like, "That's actually a smart idea because then, yeah, you don't see nothing spoiled
dude.
for you.
Should I call Dylan?
Nothing spoiled for you at all." And yeah, you can. Yeah, you don't. Like I said, you're not
All right.
spoiled. You fucked me up, Matt.
Just go in. What do you think about Space Jam?
And so yeah, and I make sure when it comes out, I watch it right away, so that way I don't have to see all these people's shitty reviews and all that. I get to have my own opinion on it. And my opinion on the movie is that I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
So-
there was a couple cringeworthy moments, but I mean, this is a kids movie. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to understand. Yeah, there's like adult humor.
But is it a kids movie?
Yeah,
It's Space Jam.
I watched it with my kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get it that it's not like
It's a
blood
kids-
and gore and
it's a
tits
kids movie.
everywhere.
It's a kids movie.
It is not a kids. I would
Space
not.
Jam is a kids movie.
All right. I'll agree to disagree.
Although
I'm at
Bugs
the
Bunny
bar
does
with
drink.
my dad in Phoenix, so I can't. Damn it, Dylan, you fucker.
But he did watch it, and
Oh.
guess what? He watched it with his nephew. I believe you said, yeah, nephew, I think, or his cousin, and they loved it.
Did they?
'Cause It's
Okay.
a movie. It's a kids movie.
So I heard just absolutely horrendous things about it. And then the reviews that I read about it were like, this movie is so much better than the original because Michael Jordan was just a basketball player, and that's all that movie was about, was basketball. And this movie's about so much more. It's about all of Warner Brothers stuff. It's like, it just sounded to me, and I'm gonna watch that movie, and I am gonna go.
And you're
in-
gonna watch it now, thinking about all one of those reviews.
So maybe you just go into movies blind and don't think about these
That's
things.
what I did. That's
No,
what- the
like
whole thing I
without,
said.
maybe you just fucking turn off all your senses of, hey, this movie fucking
I
blows.
think you've been poisoned by your memes and everything.
by my memes.
Yeah.
No, man, it
Your
sounds
4chan.
like I'm not gonna have any fucking bias towards it because I watched Space Jam later. Like I don't remember shit from Space Jam. I did watch that when I was younger, and that movie is fucking baller. Haha, pun intended. But I don't remember any of it, so I'm gonna watch the new one, and I'm gonna see how much they've fucked up the Looney Tunes along the way, and
Oh.
see if they're good or not. See if they've fucked with the Toon Squad.
See, that's the thing is like in the movie, they mention all that stuff where the Looney Tunes get fucked up, and it saves it. I'm
So-
gonna spoil a little bit here.
Okay.
It's not a spoiler. At one point, because you see it in the trailers, the Looney Tunes are 3D,
yeah.
and everyone's like, "Oh, what the fuck? You don't put the Looney Tunes 3D." And Bugs is actually they get turned into that, and Bugs is actually like, "This means war. No one makes this 3D. What the hell?" Like they're pissed, and then they don't want to be 3D, and maybe they stay 3D or maybe they don't. I'm not gonna spoil it. But,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
yeah. They do so many. When Michael Jordan shows up, oh shit. Just kidding.
God.
But no, like there's so many cool things in that movie. They do
It's-
so many cool things with the WB, with the Warner Brothers. I think that's what I heard, that people are complaining that it's just a big Warner Brothers.
So okay, so
charade
here's
and
my
everything.
question for you, and I am gonna watch this movie without any. I'm gonna try and watch it without the bias that I have.
Okay.
Do you think, because everyone's main complaint is that one, LeBron James is a fucking cock the entire movie, and has no saving grace. He's a dick from start to finish, which maybe he's a dick in real life. I don't know. So that's the one complaint. The other complaint is that it's just a massive, here's our brand, eat it, dog. That's it. Like, there's no, like, substance to the movie. It's just like, hey, we're in this universe. Hey, we're in this universe. Hey, we own this. Hey, by the way, we own Game of Thrones. Oh, pretty neat, huh? Like, that's kind of what it sounds like everyone felt like. Do you think there's any, like...
Yeah, I definitely think there's definitely more to the movie than that.
Okay.
And LeBron James does start as a dick. He's an asshole, but...
Does he save his grace? Does he save his face?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. And I was worried. See, I was worried coming into it. I thought it was going to be a shit show. So I thought it was going to be a shit show going in, and it surprised me.
Okay. I'm going to watch this movie, and maybe
I like this movie more than Mortal Kombat.
It's weird. I actually disagree with film critics the most out of everything. Like, video game critics, I'm usually, like, I wouldn't say I agree with them all the time, but I agree with them a lot more than film critics. So... But this is one of those movies where it's got a lot of shitty ratings on, like, IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and all that. And then also the Google, like, people that like this movie is also really kind of shitty. And that's a good gauge of maybe it's not a great movie. But I'll watch it. I won't let the masses tell me if a movie's good or not. Because I like a lot of shitty movies.
I don't even know anything about those reviews, and I love that movie.
So Mark loves that movie.
But I love the original Space Jam, too. I'm sure that one wasn't winning fucking Oscars
it's not
back in the day.
From what I remember, it's not a great movie. It's pretty good. It's
Space
cool.
Jam's sweet.
It's cool. Yeah, it's a good movie. Like, it's cool.
You should watch the movie.
Do you think this is better than the original?
No.
Lola Bunny ain't thick enough for that.
I don't, but they're so different, really, the two.
Yeah.
They're so different that, I mean, you can't really compare the two. I mean, yeah, they still play basketball, and there's high stakes on the line. But besides that, I feel like there's so much different. I like the movie. Watch the fucking movie, man.
Yeah, next week on Film Freaks, I will talk about my opinion on this this movie that has taken the world.
It's a kids movie. It's the Happy Meal toys.
Taken this world by storm. Let's get into the video game gem of the week, Mark.
Oh, yeah. This week's video game gem is WWF WrestleMania Challenge on the Nintendo Entertainment System. So, this game is made by LJN, and Angry Video Game Nerd shits on all LJN.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not a bad game. The first WrestleMania game, that one's not good. This one was fun. I got this at a garage sale way back in the day, and I was super pumped because it's got Ultimate Warrior on it. He's actually at the beginning. But yeah, the game is sweet. It's got all these different wrestlers in it. You'll have to get used to the way the ring's set up. So most wrestling games will have like the ring at the top down or a side. This one does it like the ring is in like a diamond.
Oh, okay.
So like when you press over, they move over.
So it's like isometric almost?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, and then the cool thing about this is when I was a kid, I was like, I loved wrestlers' theme musics, like their theme music.
Yeah.
And so when they like come into the ring, like you tag your partner in or whatever, his theme music starts playing. The 8-bit version of his theme music starts playing while he's in the ring.
That's awesome.
Or like your freaking Andre the Giant, like Andre the Giant throws somebody out of the ring, and then they get back in, and as soon as they get in the ring, their theme music hits, like they're trying to make the comeback and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So there's Ultimate Warrior. There's this is also the first game that maybe the only game, but yeah, Ravishing Rick Rude's in it, and Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and that was the first time I like got to.
That is quite the name.
See them. Big Boss Man too. I think that was the first time I saw him. But yeah, it's a good game, and it's cheap, and it has a great soundtrack. So if you guys like wrestling games, definitely check it out if you got the Nintendo. And yeah, that is our gem.
Okay, perfect. I do have a new, we have a new segment that we wanted to add. We've got a couple in the works. This is the first one. A lot of the people that watch our show really like video game music, and I'm super in that group as well. Like I love video game music. I listen to it all the fucking time, and I find a lot of cool songs that people don't know about. And Mark has a vast catalog of awesome songs in his memory as well. So we're gonna add a video game music gem almost. I don't know. We haven't come up with a great name for it yet, but
Usually all of our gems have good music.
yeah, we do have. That's generally like the intro to the show, and
But
you
there's,
guys.
there's games that are horrible but have fantastic music.
Yeah,
So like this is a way for us to kind of talk about that sweet music.
yeah, and this may. There's also the occasional moment where we can't find a good song from that video game gem
Yeah.
that we need some damn music for the show. So this week we'll probably just do one song a week, and I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'll play Mark's whole thing because it's super quick.
Yeah.
But we probably won't play the whole thing for you every week. But this week we've got two for you. So Mark has the Ring King NES fight theme.
So that Ring King, I'm not good at it. I don't think it's that great of a.
It's
not a good game.
It's not a good game at all.
But
This is-
man, when you're fighting, the fight music, it just kicks ass. It's so simple, but it just that's the only reason I used to put that cartridge in my system when I was a kid. I'd be like, oh yeah, let's play some Ring King. Mainly in my head, I was like, because I want to hear that fight music.
yeah. So
That was the only reason.
we both went with NES, which oddly enough, I really think that out of every console, maybe it's just because the simplicity of it, but NES has some of the best music out of anything. Super Nintendo,
Super
people
Nintendo's good.
people can argue with me about it. Super Nintendo's probably better.
Yeah.
I personally like NES more just because of that 8-bit sound. But
I like them both.
let's play the Ring King fight theme
After this ad.
after I Bluetooth my What the fuck? Did I just not? Oh.
So yeah, Ring King is
So,
a
hold
great
on.
game if you're good at it, but if you're not good at it and suck at it,
That was actually one of the first games I had on NES. I remember it. I remember popping that in and
So-
fucking sucking at that game.
so this is
Got it. Yeah, fuck yeah.
yeah.
That's a jam. Were you fighting?
Yep. Be like, that's when you get hit in the face.
Is this just a this is just the boxing game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it
And
was
then the
like
bell rings. And then the bell rings. Just do bell ring.
I gotta do the bell
And then
ring.
you get a blowjob.
Yeah. Ring King bell sound.
No.
NES.
No, I mean, you don't really have
Yeah,
to.
I can't get
yeah.
it.
But yeah, no, yeah, that's Ring King for me.
Man, I feel like I'm gonna kind of blow you away with that one. That's a solid song
It's
For
so
any-
simple.
though. Street Fighter. So I think I may have talked about this before. I don't think we've used the music though. I've definitely put this as a video game gem though.
Yes.
Street Fighter 2010,
Yeah, you have.
and I know I have not used this music because it's too long. But if I did, I don't really fucking care.
Do it.
This song is a fucking jam. Please don't play ad. And I won't play the whole thing.
Yeah.
Chiptune Squad. Thanks, Andy.
Ooh.
It's so fucking good, dude. It's so fucking. This is like my favorite song on NES. So, speaking of games that AVGN shits on, that is like the one that he actually doesn't really shit on that game. He just talks about how fucking hard it is, and it is stupid hard. I've never been able to beat it. I've tried so many fucking times, because that's like Stage 3 World 2 jam. So you got to play through a good chunk of that game to get to it. But that song is called Street Fighter. So it's Street Fighter 2010, the final fight on NES. And that song is called City Lights. And it's just like an auto-scrolling stage. That's fucking impossible. But I don't know. I don't remember why. I think I was just listening to like NES. No, I just played that fucking game one day because I wanted to play games that he shit on, like Silver Surfer and that one. And I made it to that stage, and I was like, what the fuck is this song?
Yeah.
This is insane for an NES game. Yeah, they've got, NES has some awesome music, and I can't wait. We got another segment where we want to kind of deep dive on some history, and one of them is going to be music related. So
Stay tuned for that.
yeah, stay tuned. But we're going to try, my plan with this is to actually make a playlist on our YouTube of every video game music gem that we have. So there's just going to be a massive playlist of all our like favorite video game songs that we do. So follow our YouTube channel, and I will have that on there probably tomorrow with our 2 additions to the playlist. But I think we're getting near the end of this show, Mark.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It happens so fast. Time flies when you're having fun. Why don't we catch up? You got your Facebook pulled out? No. We'll catch up on chat a little bit here, and then we'll call it with our last segment here. So, why does this feel like the third record store day this year, dude? Last year they had 4 of them, and we got to that last one, and it was like, really, do we need another one? Some of the light up ones are cool. Endgame Iron Man post snap is cool because the gauntlet glows. Casey Jones was such a boss on TMNT. That's Isaac. Fuck yeah. I love that intro so much. Oh, for the Film Freaks one. Thank you, Andy. It is a kid's movie, and then it feels like the screenplay was written by a bunch of kids. Then an adult went in and added meta jokes about the first Space Jam. Rico, still haven't seen the OG Space Jam. Isaac, the OG Mortal Kombat theme is my absolute favorite theme of all time. We will definitely have to use that sometime. Chiptune Squad, says Andy, and just a suggestion for the segment name, but maybe I just have Space Jam on the brain for some reason. Oh, Chiptune Squad was the segment name. Yeah, that's a good fucking segment name. We will figure all of that out in due time. But Mark, it's time for the video game memory, and I have to get that. I can't use that one. No, it's too late. I'm going to add that tonight so we don't have to deal with it anymore. So, this week on our video game memory, we're going to be talking about the Saturday morning games that you played as a kid.
So you party all night Friday as a kid. You get out of school, go hang out with your friends, sleep over. Heck yeah. Play games all night. Wake up in the morning. Maybe watch some cartoons. Maybe you start playing games again because, you're hyped.
That's just what you do.
So this is your games you played Saturday morning.
So I have you've got one main one. I got a couple I want to talk about. Though before I started going over to my friends a lot, it was usually just me and my brother. We'd wake up on Saturdays, play some games together. PS2 was our go-to. The one I remembered the most, he loved sports games. And I loved football games. I wasn't really big into watching football when I was younger. That came older down the road. But Madden 09, and I remember it distinctly because Brett Favre is on the cover, and he was like my favorite fucking quarterback of all time. At that time, not anymore necessarily, but we would wake up and play the shit out of that. We would do seasons together. He would whoop my ass in just a regular exhibition game. We played that constantly. There the only times I would fucking beat him, or kind of like the only times I beat you and Dylan on some bullshit ass like Hail Mary at the end, like let's just hope this fucking thing works out. And I'd win with that. He's 6 years older than me, so he would smoke me at that all the time.
That was a good Madden.
That was
2009.
That was a very good Madden.
So Brett Favre retired that year, and that's why they put him on the cover. And then he came out of retirement that year.
And went to the Vikings.
He was on the Jets.
Oh yeah, he went to the
one
Jackings.
season, and then he went to the Vikings.
What's happening with my mouth?
Jackings. He was on the Jackings.
What's happening with
He was at the Jackings. Pretty much. Yeah, that's his career after the Packers. But
I guess it makes sense. Jets,
so
Vikings.
EA put out this thing where you could download and print out your own case art that they made, and they just put them in the Jets uniform. if you
Really?
wanted to. Yeah. I never did. I always wanted to. And I'm always hoping somebody trades that game into the store
would
with
be
the
so
Jets.
awesome.
With the Jets one on.
That would be
and like
so-
a really well printed out one. Like
Yeah, like the poster
Like
board.
glossy,
the
yeah.
glossy paper.
yeah.
I'm going to do that now. Now
Yeah.
that I know that's a thing. You think
Yeah.
they still have that on their website?
I doubt it. I'm sure you can find it on Google image search though.
So
But yeah, that was a good one. I
So
think my
there-
system red ringed when I was playing that though.
that's a shame.
Yeah.
So we played that. When we did like my mother and father divorced when I was young.
Sorry, man.
That's okay.
Mine did too.
You know what? I made it through it.
How old were you when your parents divorced?
I was only 5, so I don't
Dude,
remember
I was
shit.
3.
Yeah, so
And then they got back together, and then they realized that was a bad move.
yeah, we
And then
split
they
up.
split up when I was 5.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And
2 Christmases.
yeah, exactly. And none of it mattered because you're so young. Who gives a fuck? You're confused for a bit. You're like,
Right?
well, why? And then it's like, whatever. I don't fucking care.
2 Christmases. 2
Um,
Halloweens. 2 everything.
So when I would go to my dad's for the weekend, we would wake up. We would usually end the night. Looking back, it was probably because my dad was, nice and stoned, just trying to vibe out.
Right?
But we would end the night with Namco Museum playing Galaga and shit like that.
That sounds like a good night.
Yeah, we would like go to bed playing that or Donkey Kong 64, shit like that, Super Mario, all that stuff. We played a
Yeah.
lot of 64. And then I remembered we played a shit ton of Midway Arcade Origins. And I still have that copy from when I was a kid. Like
Yeah.
I fucking love those arcade collections games. I buy them
Yep.
anytime I find a new one
Same.
because I've played so much
I
of
bought
them as
the
a kid.
Midway one, the Capcom ones, and I spend all the stupid money because they microtransaction the shit out of them, and I spend all. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I've been playing Pinball FX Arcade. And they're the same thing. Like
they're
those
the
tables
worst,
are
dude.
so expensive.
They're the worst for it, but that game's so good.
yeah,
It doesn't matter.
for sure.
But the one thing, so Midway Arcade Treasures on, or is it Arcade Origins on 64? It's got all those games. It's got like Robotron, Spy Hunter, which is the fucking best game ever.
Yep.
And then it's got a trivia mode, and it would be just they're the most insane trivia questions of all time. Like, why did Robotron actually end up with 2 sticks? And like they give you the 3 answers, and the actual answer
it's
is
multiple choice.
Yeah, it's multiple choice, so you can figure it out. And one of them, like, none of them make sense, or they're all like realistic, and then the one's like, because the guy that programmed the game had a broken hand at the time, and that's the actual fucking answer.
What?
It's like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So these super cool like trivia questions, and we do there's probably like 40 of them, and it's like a trivia test of like 10 questions. And my dad would just fucking nail them all. It's like, Dad, you're so cool. But we would do that. And then the last game, when I got older, I'm a Smash kid at heart. So I bought Melee with my brother when I was young. And Colin and I would have sleepovers all the fucking time. So anytime I would go over to his place, we'd play like Call of Duty or whatever, some zombies, that type of stuff when we were getting older. But anytime he came over to my place, we would wake up and just play the shit out of Super Smash Melee. And when we got older, we played a little bit of Brawl, but I didn't like that.
Melee was so much better than Brawl.
We would do, yeah, for sure. And there were times where we would just do like the insane that was before I was like MLG with it. You know, we play with items and shit, have fun with it, and we went on a quest to do the 100 stock match.
Oh,
Him, Christian, and I, we played through and we did 100 stock against each other on like the temple stage, that gigantic fucking stage in Melee. What a stupid idea to do it on that stage.
Forever.
It took us 5 hours. We
Oh
took
my
a
God.
break midway through to eat lunch, and we got back and there's still like 40 guys each. We're like, what the fuck were we
That's probably
thinking,
my
man?
least favorite stage.
I love
hate
that
those
stage.
enormous stages.
I love that stage, but it's only good now because you can play with like 37 people on one
Right.
stage. You can't fucking do that in Melee.
Corneria, baby.
That's the best
stage.
one for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of my Saturday mornings were those
That's
games.
sweet.
What about
Let's
you,
see.
Mark?
Most of mine are like 16-bit era because I'm old, Matt.
Yeah.
And yeah, this show has been littered with Power Rangers, and let's do it again because it was Power Rangers for Sega Genesis. And I'm not talking about the Power Rangers the movie. It was just actually Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it was
Awesome.
it was a fighting game. So the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for Super Nintendo was like the side scroller beat 'em up, and that game is better. It is better. But when I was a kid, I mostly had Genesis. I had Super Nintendo. My mom's hashtag divorced parents. Hashtag 2 Christmases. But yeah, the fighting game on Genesis, man, I got that for Easter. Yeah, getting presents for Easter.
That's the best.
Call hashtag divorced parents.
Hashtag world is not enough on 64
Yeah.
was like the best Easter
I got
present.
Mario 64 on Easter too.
Fuck
Yeah, each
Hey,
parent had to
dude,
like outdo each other.
$1.5 million if you would have just not played that game.
If I would have never opened it and kept it in the shrink,
You fucked up.
right? But yeah, so yes, Power Rangers for Sega Genesis is a good game. It gets shit on because of how much better the Super Nintendo one was, but this is it's a good fighting game, and it follows the story. It's really cool because you start out fighting and you got all the Power Rangers you can choose from,
Yeah.
the original Power Rangers, and then you meet for one of the enemies, like the stage 3 enemy is Evil Green Ranger,
Ooh.
and you beat him, and then he becomes good. And then the coolest thing ever, I thought, the Ranger Select screen, they added the Green Ranger, so like the second half of the game you can play as the Green Ranger now.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
it was really cool. It's fast to beat too, but
So that was your Saturday morning go-to, huh?
yeah, I love that game.
Is
And
that
then-
one 2-player?
Yeah, we should
Cool.
play it. Fuck, I don't have it.
Yeah, I don't have. I mean, I didn't know if you wanted to. We may do an after show. I don't know. It depends on how.
Fucking about ready to go home and grab
Depends
that
on
game.
how we feel.
But yeah, that game was sweet. Power Rangers Sega Genesis. This is the whole Power Rangers show.
The Power Rangers Ultimate episode. Well, Mark, anything else you wanted to talk about? I was gonna rant about VGA again because I did it for like an hour at work and I just fucking hate
I
that
think
company.
we've heard that enough of your love for VGA.
I'm literally actually in the process of writing a documentary about how
That's sweet.
fucking corrupt WADA and VGA
Dude,
are.
that's sweet. That's a good idea. I'd do it.
Yeah, so
You should
that
put it on the Matty Ice and Marky Mark podcast YouTube page.
I'm going to, because I found out, I won't talk about this very much, but I found out that they are tied together. Like, they literally make money off of each other.
Oh yeah.
So anything that gets graded on WADA gets sold on Heritage Auctions. Yeah, not VGA and WADA. WADA and Heritage Auctions are fucking tied together. So they can just, oh my God. We'll save it for the documentary because it's something I fucking want to do real bad because
Yeah.
I've been like getting mad about it. And
I'll tune in and watch.
it's a problem, but I will take care of it. So yeah, that was we'll stay live for a little bit after this. That was the episode for you. That was season 6, episode 5. Thank you everyone for tuning in or listening on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is you listen to.
If you guys want to watch the show live, 10 p.m. Monday nights.
Mondays at 10, and we will try to do after shows if we can and have games set up to play like last week when we played Olympic Hockey Nagano 98.
And you got crushed.
I got just absolutely
Crushed.
demolished. Didn't you only beat me by
I
like
beat
one
you by
fucking
1 point.
goal? Yeah, fuck off. But thank you for tuning in, guys. We will see you next time on the Matty Ice and Marky Mark podcast.
Peace.
Okay. Fun show there. Hello, everyone that is still live with us. We'll hang out for a little bit, figure out if we want to do a lot.
I wish I had that. It's a lot of setup, though, isn't it?
I don't even know if I have a Genesis to set up.
Oh, no, we're good. We don't have to play that.
Yeah.
We don't even have a game, I don't think.
Exactly. The real crime with the new Space Jam is it lacks a successor to I Believe I Can Fly.
Right?
And 64 AKI wrestling games.
Yeah. Hell yeah, those are amazing. Those are the best wrestling games ever made.
Really?
For sure. Yeah, No Mercy. He's saying
Oh,
No
yeah,
Mercy,
for sure.
WrestleMania 2000.
Some GameStops were giving legit Jets covers after the reprint. That's interesting to know.
Yeah.
And then Smash TV was Ryan's Saturday morning game.
Sweet.
That was,
a good
without
game.
a doubt, the worst episode ever.
Who said that?
Andy did. Yeah, it was a pretty shit one.
Well, you know, it's all about going out there and giving 110%, you know.
Shit.
Can't be all home runs, you know.
Shut
Just
the TV off. My ass is sweating like a bitch and a half.
a bitch and a half. Your ass is sweating.
Like a bitch and a half. You guys want to
What's
watch
a
us?
half bitch?
I don't know, but she sweats a lot. You guys want to watch us play any games? Mark, you got to work tomorrow. I got the day off.
Oh, I don't care, dude. I don't drink anymore, man. I
Yeah, I
need
know.
like 2 hours of sleep and I'm prime.
Yeah. That was without a doubt the
worst episode
ever.
I got like ass sweat stuff.
Rest assured.
Okay. You want to play some more 64 shit? Because I got that hooked up and queued.
Yeah, if it's easy to do. Yeah.
We can play whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Whoa. I don't care what he got. What's that? Let's take a look at.
The Matty Ice Library.
Who wants to stay and chill for a bit?
You guys want us to play some games? Otherwise, you know.
Trying a little shovel night on my Series S. The Dude Abides. Well, that's cool, man. That game's. Have you played that game before? Because that game's fucking awesome.
Oh, Shovel Knight? Fuck yeah.
You're gonna move your toys so I don't fucking break them.
Toys. Your toys. You
Oh,
gotta
wait,
move
what
your
about-
toys.
We can still edit the show later, right?
Yeah.
Look at this guy. That's bluegrass. He's beat the shit.
Oh.
Yeah, check this out. This is my. I probably like him the most. This White Ranger. Ooh. Look at that. Look how shiny he is. Pretty good. I could do this for hours.
I'll be right back.
The Casey Jones is cool, but he's a little banged up too. But anytime, I feel like anytime anyone sees a Casey Jones, they should buy him because it's Casey Jones, and that's such a badass toy. So cool. Sweet. Yeah, his hair. You can see, well, you can't really see it on the camera, but yeah, it's got some chips off the paint there. You got this is cool. Got the Black Ranger here. But the cool thing is, it's right after the movie. So you see, he's got the frog, not the mastodon. Yeah, frog. And last but not least, the Megazord. I always wanted this as a kid. So cool. His hands shoot too. You push a button right here. So yeah, it's got all the pieces here. And this I just bought a Meyer the other day. You can just get these in the store now. They're these bendable guys. Sweet. They bend. They bend.
Show Mark my cock on stream right now.
And then nice cock. Oh yeah, my kid got Venom, and I was like, oh shit, I love Green Goblin. He's one of my favorites. So maybe it was $10. They're cool. There's a ton of different ones.
What are you gonna play?
Oh yeah.
Did you move your toys?
Sorry, I wanted to show them my toys up close for the Patreon or whatever they call it. All right. Remember 40-year-old virgin at the end? We gotta get us some fucking toys. Alright.
Okay. I gotta go underneath there.
Let's see.
Oh shit, we should totally play that.
I don't know.
I've never played that game.
Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue.
I've never played that.
Mike Dennison liked it a lot.
Really? Yeah, I remember him talking about that actually.
I'm down to play if you want it.
Fuck it, we'll try it. We'll try a few 64 games.
She's got a little,
corrosion.
not too bad. Q-tip and alcohol nearby.
No. But I will find them.
We'll see. It'll probably work fine. Here, I'll show the camera. Pick this out of the Matty Ice library for your streaming pleasure tonight. Can't quite get. There we go. Yeah, he's got these cool end labels, which makes it nice and easy to see and show.
Can I move back?
So, yeah. When did everyone stop watching Power Rangers? I watched, Zio.
I'm up finishing listing the next reliterated episode. Cool. Yeah, we'll hang out for a bit. When did you stop watching? I never watched Power Rangers actually.
What the hell?
It was never a show I watched for whatever reason.
I like Zio. I don't know. Turbo is when I think I stopped. I think Turbo was after Zio. Yeah, I don't know. They brought some little stupid kid in, and I was like, "This is dumb."
I will say, when they did the Dino Crisis, not Dino Crisis, what was it, Dino Thunder or whatever? That was kind of cool. I didn't watch it, but it looked kind of cool.
Should I move this up more?
What? Move what up?
This? Or are we good there?
We can. Yeah.
No, I mean if it's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So I don't have to move my fat ass in
Dead ass though.
there. Yeah, ass.
Oh, these are nice stools.
I'm actually good right now. We haven't hit that 2-hour mark. We got up. We got up in time for it.
Smack.
Oh yeah, right there.
Oh, dude, that baby Bowser Jr. Amiibo. Oh, have you had that for a while?
I got it when Super Mario 3D World 3D World came out. Should we
That's sweet. I like him.
Should we end the stream and then start it back up? So
With Power Rangers?
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We're gonna end the stream. We're gonna end the stream real quick and then start it back up. Give us like 3 minutes.
Okay, let's
Don't go anywhere. If you leave, I will cry.
We'll be back. Love you and see you